Federal Aviation Administration is under growing scrutiny after a series of near misses at American airports. The acting head of the FAA, Billy Nolen, actually today defending his agency during a Senate hearing on Capitol Hill. Take a listen.
Can I say to the American public that we are safe? The answer is that we are. If the question is, can we be better? The answer is absolutely, and that's the piece we're working on.
ABC's Jay O'Brien joining me now from Capitol Hill, along with ABC News contributor and Air Force pilot veteran of Vietnam, John Nance. So, Jay, Nolen says the FAA can do better. So what's the plan?
And it's really separated into two different columns, what they're doing now and what they want to do going forward. So what they're doing now is, remember that ground stop in January, that computer issue that caused the first nationwide ground stop since 9/11? The FAA says that they're working, and they already have tried to sever what's called the NOTAM system, the system that led to that issue, the primary system from the backup system. And keeping them separate would change a cascading impact that caused that ground stop. That's what's happening in the immediate. But the FAA administrator, the acting administrator, also said to senators today they're going to modernize that NOTAM system and try to phase it out by 2025. But the reaction we saw from lawmakers today is that they're keeping a close eye on the FAA. They're under a bigger microscope now, if you will, because of that nationwide ground stop, among other issues. And they're going to watch them closely to make sure that they make those changes and that they work going forward, Kira.
So, Jay, what did the FAA actually tell lawmakers, Nolen tell lawmakers about the near collisions in places like New York and Texas?
Yeah, those near collisions were another point of contention in that hearing today, particularly the one in Austin, because Ted Cruz, the senator from Texas, is the ranking member of that committee, and he pushed Nolen on that issue in Austin, a FedEx plane nearly colliding with a Southwest plane. You see the graphic there. Nolen said that the FAA is investigating, that they'll provide more information as it becomes available. We asked the chair of that committee, Democratic Senator from Washington, Maria Cantwell, about this. We also asked the FAA administrator. Here's what they had to say.
I think you always have to continue to ask yourself how to improve safety, always, always. And so I think that what we need to do now is hear about the accident that almost happened in Texas and what is the FAA's answer to what caused that. We need to understand exactly why this near collision almost happened. We have to know what failed in the system.
We have the safest, most efficient, and most complex airspace in the world. The closest one to America would be Canada, and they're a tenth our size. Our system, it works. It works because we have controls in place, that we are on this journey of modernization, and the industry is on this journey of modernization, and we're all in it together.
Journey of modernization was one of the phrases that Nolen kept repeating over the course of this hearing, but it's worth pointing out there's a hiccup in that journey because Nolen is only the acting administrator of the FAA. There's another individual who is the administration's nominee to be the full-time administrator of the FAA. Senators were pressed today on if there might be a clearer path now for that nominee, given all these issues that the FAA has faced, but they did not give a clear answer today, Kira.
Well, John, we just learned of a fourth close call in recent months as well, this one happening in Hawaii. So what do you make of the airline industry's response just to the series of all these near misses, and what do you think needs to change right now?
Well, there are some things that need to change right now, and that's a short term. For one thing, you don't clear an airplane to depart on a runway when another one's inbound. We need a certain amount of distance in there, and that distance needs to be increased. That's in reference to the situation in Austin. And I think we need a really quick fix on getting all airline pilots to double check with each other before they ever taxi across a runway and make sure that they have clearance. Let me just point something out here. The FAA is best when they are a mentor of safety. The airlines are really self-policing to a great extent. But in this case, the FAA really is the one that needs to come in and take a look, well, along with the National Transportation Safety Board, on what happened in these near misses, because what we have clearly is a system that works, but we got too close to the line, and we've got to thicken up that safety buffer.
All right, Jay O'Brien, John Nance, we'll follow it for sure. Thank you so much, guys.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.